And Peter said, if it's really you. Don't that sound like us? Lord, if you bless me, I'm from the church. Lord, if you get me off my sick bed, I'll join the mission. Lord, if you give me this job, I'll start tithing. I'll tell you like I tell Sister Miller at home, my bad. So he tells Jesus, he says, if it's really you, bid me, allow me to come to you. I did tell you Peter was like us, didn't I? Because as long as he kept his eyes on the master, he was walking the water. But when he took his eyes off the master, Peter began to do what? But he had enough sense to say, Lord, save me. He had a tongue problem. Let me tell you something. Peter had a temper problem. I heard him came up here. Peter cut a fella's ear off. Now, I really don't think he was after that fella's ear. I think he was after that fella's head. But I believe that fella ducked and he got his ear cut off, and Jesus had to put the fella's ear back on. Peter had a temper. He had a temper. Not only that, Peter was so crazy that when Jesus was talking to him, Peter decides he's going to scold Jesus. Now, what kind of fool is that? He going to reach out and scold Jesus. Going to pull Jesus to the side. Now, I don't know what you're talking about, but it ain't going to happen here. Now you talking about you going somewhere, you ain't going nowhere without me. You know, you're going to die. Man, I'll go wherever you go. While I'm here? No. Do you know folk that you think have your back? That when you really need them, come on, help me if you can. See, I don't just need folk when I'm right. I need some folk when I make a mistake. And Peter gonna tell him what he'll do. Jesus had to tell him something. Before the rooster, before the cock crows. Now one book in the harmony of the gospel say before the cock crows twice, you will deny me thrice. But can I tell you something? And still, God used Peter. No matter what he did, God saw something in Peter. Can I tell you something today? God sees something in us that we don't even see in ourselves. God used us because he sees something in us. Now, watch this. I like this verse because the Lord is talking to Simon. And the reason why I like it so much, that means that Simon Peter had a relationship with the Master. Because if he had no relationship, I don't think the Lord would have held that type of conversation. How many of us in the house can honestly say that we have a relationship with the Lord? I'm not talking about that you pray at night and pray in the morning. See, we start doing that, that becomes a ritual. But I'm talking about when you're in your car sometimes, you just got to throw your hand out the roof. I'm talking about when you're feeling fine and everything going well, every now and then tears still stream down your face because you know how it was when you wasn't so fine. I'm talking about when you have some money in your pocket and you can remember when $10 was the highest thing you had. But now you can go to the store and pull out some of them hundreds and pull them out and look over your shoulder. You got showboat, you just want somebody to know God has blessed you. I don't know what I've been through, and since you know what you've been through, you ought to have a relationship with the Lord. I know it's about time to go, but let me do this. Simon talks to the Lord, and the Lord talks to Simon. But there are a couple of words that we must know what they mean, so we'll know what it means to us. It says it in verse 31, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you. Desired. Satan has desired you. Satan has desired. I kept looking at desired. I went to Webster. I looked up desired in Webster, and it did not make sense to me. It fit because I wanted it to fit, but then I went to my biblical dictionary and I found out that this desire is not the same desire. Desire in this context means that the devil actually begged the Lord for Peter. You do know we talked about this not too long ago. When Job was there, Satan asked the master, could I have him? He said, you can have him. He said, but you have to let this hedge down. You have a hedge around him. And he said, well, you can have his body, but not his soul. So here's Satan again. He is desiring. He's asking the Lord, can I go ahead and tell you something? Let me go ahead and shout for me. I can get happy for myself. I know that if something bad is going on, that the devil still has to get permission from the Lord to do it. So no matter what I'm going through, the devil don't have all power. He has limited access to me. And since he has limited access, I have a modifier called JESUS, and my modifier can step in intercessory anytime he wants to. He can pick me up. It's by the grace of God that I'm standing here this morning. I remember last month I couldn't wave my hand, but this month I can wave both hands. Don't tell me what the Lord cannot do. So we find out the word desire, to beg. He's asking the Lord for permission. The devil always trying something. He gets a glimpse of the spiritual world, and you do know the devil was in heaven with them, and he got kicked out because of what he did not want to do. So I don't know where they come from talking about if you hum, the devil don't know what you're saying. He was in the choir too. He could hum just as loud as you hum. He know everything that you know about humming. He was a choir member. He knew how to sing. He just got beside himself and wanted to do his own thing. Come and tell somebody something this morning. You cannot live for Christ and do your own thing. And still God used Peter. Satan begged God to let me test. Let me try. You know, some of us fail the test because as soon as a little adversity heads our way, we get to holler, Lord, why me, Lord? Why do you have to send it my way? Why not you? What makes you so special that he can't use you? Sometimes he has to use us to make us an example for somebody else. Go ahead and desire me if you want to, because I know the Lord has my back. He says that he desired to have you. You is plural, which means you can be any one of us in the house today. So whatever you're going through, that's your you with the master. I guarantee you, though, if you call him up on the main line, he'll answer and tell you what you need. He'll give you what you need. He'll fight your battle. He'll go to war for you. I come by to tell you, he stands right there at the door and knock. If we open the door and let him in, he will fight our battle. Then finally, that word sift. I looked at it because it says that he may sift you. That word sift means he may shake. He may shake you a little bit. He can shake me, but he can't break me. He can pull me, but he can't tap me apart. I've been bruised